So today on SharpBalloons, we were challenged to recreate this amazing artwork by Odorette as chicken boba. So we have our chicken boba drink. Look at that. All of these delicious Easter eggs on the inside. And who's making those eggs? Why, of course, our wonderful chicken friend nesting on the top of the cup. We've got our huge straw. We've got our ice cubes. This is amazing. Thank you so much for this request, Heather Bear. I mean, look at how great it came out. No regrets! It's amazing and so refreshing. Mmm. Boo! Tonight on SharpBalloons, we made some Nightmare Before Christmas balloons. This one may be my favorite. It's lock, shock, and barrel in the bathtub. So cute. But we also, of course, started off with Mr. Oogie Boogie. I really love this. These balloons will glow in the dark in UV light. And we made the mayor of Halloween Town, whose face does rotate just in case, you know, you're in a good mood. Or not. That was super duper fun, and we're going to make more of these on Thursday night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Yeah!
Kidnap the Santa Claus, la 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 la. La 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 la.
Perfect. All right. Hey! Today on SharpBalloons, we did a little more subscriber gratitude. We made this Stregonona balloon for the very Becks, making pasta and blowing kisses. Oh, thank you, Stregonona. And we also made 4 Ryoki Fosters. Jason Funderburger, I think is his name. The frog from over the garden wall. You love it! Yes! I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my froggy, here is my spout, blub, 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 blub. I love it! Thank you so much for a very desaturated couple of requests. I love these. I love this palette. Yay! Oh, it's so cute! They make a cute couple.
Hashtag not in all Londons.
Yeah! Just like giving birth.
I'm not trapped in here with you. Your hand is trapped in here with me.
It's true. Okay, now watch this. Now we're gonna womp womp. Tonight on SharpBalloons, we finally made Bunnyco's request of Gambit in a crop top. Oh, I guarantee this balloon came out pretty darn good. Yay! It's not exactly Channing Tatum, but I think, look, we got some abs there. We got hair. We got fingerless gloves. What more could you want? Rock. Yay! Thanks for hanging out with us while we made it. Yeah, shimmy shake. A shimmy shake. Throwing things that explode. Ooh la. Today on SharpBalloons, we made
Mimic, poison frog. Yellow-banded poison dart frog.
Now, is the mimic poison dart frog actually poisonous?
Now, is the mimic poison dart frog actually poisonous? No, that's what they do.
I almost committed a domestic violence.
That's what they do. They're just really rude little frogs.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of really rude little frogs, how we doing, friends? Good Monday to you all. Slowly getting started. Yeah. All right. I'm ready. Are you ready? Yeah, you're ready. Hello. Happy Monday. This is a Monday. This is like the Monday, because this is like a weekend where Friday was Halloween. And then we had Saturday and Sunday to just like live it up. So I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I sure did. A lot of parties, a lot of working. I like working. Working is good. Working means I can support my family, which is good. I'm in favor of that. RC Maniacs here. Ah! Oh, McDougal. McDougal with Prime for $39 a month. McDougal, did you see? Did you see what we made on... I guess technically we finished it on Halloween. Obviously, this sandy squirrel is only temporarily there. And I don't think I fit into it anymore. I think I've eaten too many mini Snickers to fit in this box anymore. But we actually made the Shayna being abducted by a spooky monster costume on our Thursday night stream. I think we got some clips of it too, so thank you, McDougal, for, as always, just top tier requests. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. This guy knows what I mean. Look at this. Great clips from it. Again, we'll make sure that we can share some of those. Thank you, you did not see. Perfect. What a wonderful greeting for a Monday, huh? Hey, P.S., your art inspired something bonkers. Yes, Miami Beach balloon guy, that is Sharpie work. I mean, technically Sharpie and Maxi Flow. But this is all just black, and then I did like cross hatching for the shadowed areas. Because really, I was, it was late. It was late, and I didn't want to be up forever, so I just blew up a 16-inch round for our head and drew the features on there. It's totally a white balloon. It's not. This is a Halloween costume that's meant to be viewed from a very specific angle and no other angles. But, that's what we can do when we film in a studio, We can do whatever we want. The illusion is impeccable. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Oh, Stormy. Thank you. Thank you, Miami Beach. Thank you, McDougal. I had too much fun with it. Honestly, I wouldn't even be a complaint. The one thing that I was like, oh, it would be perfect if I made it a little earlier in the day, because by the end, I was getting a little loopy, and I was rushing it a little bit, and I was like, oh, man. I made the box a little too small. I was making the dimensions of the box. I'm like, yeah, this will fit around my head perfect. And then I was like, I finished it, the box. And then I was like, oh, I have to fit my entire torso and arms in the box. It's not just fits around my head. I did I might have shortcut the planning process. It's fine. I just ended up being really crammed in the box. It worked out perfectly. I really love how it came out. No regrets. Oh, Mr. Sharp, thank you. I'll let me share this clip on. It's on the YouTubes even. Beautiful. Okay, let me see if I can screen share, and then we're not. You know what I mean. Open up a window. Oh, there it is. Okay. My goodness gracious.
Solo J Go gifted a tier 1 sub to Stormy 212. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Solo J Go! Let's Solo J Go! Thank you so much, me. Look at you. Getting some getting some love from the community. We love it. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Solo Jago. Here, allow me to... Oh, I don't even have my overlay on. What is happening right now? It's fine. Don't worry about me. I mean, you can worry about me. It's probably pretty worrisome. All right, here is... I'm going to turn down my music here. This is the Shayna is abducted by a mysterious ghost-faced stranger. Ah! Help! I'm being abducted! Help! Ah! Help! I'm being abducted! Help! Oh, man. It's just a constant cycle. Help! Okay. I'll stop it now. That's a lot. But that's pretty fun. Thank you, McDougal. That was, I don't know. It was like the perfect balloon. I'm like, should we make a balloon wheel of the Halloween requests we got? But I gotta be honest with you. We haven't been getting that many requests. I get it. I get it. People are kind of like, I don't know what to ask for. I know what to ask for. A hot coffee. Thank you, Mr. Sharp. Mr. Sharp is here, friends. Thank goodness. The comic relief. Please relieve us of this Shayna. Ugh. Ghostface with chili. He's a little bit chili gold. Looks so good. Yeah! McDougal had 3 options. What were your other ones? I want to know.
What do you do when you need relief from the comic relief?
Relief from the relief?
Yeah. That's when you bring in the serious relief.
Serious.
It's just like a mathematician to be like, I would like to share with you some numbers that are relevant to our current situation, that have some significance to our own lived experience. So, first set of data. Serious relief.
It's pretty serious. Posted the other 2 and came up on stream. Let's look. Let's look and find. I mean, I honestly let's find out what my costume's going to be next year. Because pretty much that's what it is. Oh, mister, it's starting again. Ooh. Shayna in a pumpkin costume. Okay, I'm going to hang on. I always have to be like, how do I get this window to be... What if we do Discord? Will it show? It's kind of shrunk to the side there. I can pull it out. There we go. These are great. Look at that. It could have been Shayna with a pumpkin body, or trenchcoat Shayna holds her head in a jar. These are great. I mean, pumpkin Shayna is pretty seasonal specific. Shayna with a head in a jar, like that could be a classic, you fancy dress situation. You never know when that comes up. We'll keep that in the pocket. Thank you, McDougal, for your playfulness. Your willingness to be a part of the zaniness that happens here, and understanding that it's pretty chaotic when it will or will not be included. But I would have had a very boring Halloween stream were it not for that miraculous suggestion. So thank you. Sassy Girlie's here. Hi, Sassy Girlie. Hello. Oh, your favorite place on the internet? Hush. Hush. Thank you. We love you too. K-pop fan mom. Serious hydration. I guess. Mr. Sharp.
Love.
How was your Halloween?
Man, it was busy. We were crazy.
Yeah, we had a busy Halloween.
I got a thing I'm posting here for you to show about our busy weekend.
Oh. A thing to share. I love it.
A thing to share.
Wombat. Hello, Wombat Hole. How you doing? Classic Futurama. You know I've made some Futurama balloons, right? You know it. But yeah, head in a jar. Futurama's great at that.
I put a picture up in came up on stream that you can share.
Fantastical. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna step away for a minute.
Of course,
I'll be right back.
I understand. Here we go, friends. Boom. Look at this. Came up on stream, so it's right below the Shayna head in a jar from McDougal. Look at that. That picture came out great. Mr. Sharp, well done. Oh, no, I didn't mean to stretch it. I meant to do this. There we go. Look at that. A giant balloon dog. The microphone. In Flappers Comedy Club. We did a live show at Flappers. This is a comedy club that's in Burbank, and once every month, on the first Saturday of each month, they have a kids comedy show. And it's basically just a bunch of Los Angeles' best children variety entertainers who are available at like it's a 4:30 p.m. show. So if you don't have a private event booked, I do love the Shayna's head in a jar. If you do not have a private event booked in the late afternoon, you can just head over there, do your bit. It's hosted by a juggler, Broken Juggler on all the social medias, Michael Rayner. He's hilarious and very talented. Swole Doggo, very swole. Each balloon there is like about a 12-inch linking balloon. K-Poo, oh my gosh. But I do love it. And he made it. Flava Fade is here. Hi, Flava. How you doing? Anyway. So yeah, on, let's see, the day before... So let's see, Halloween was Friday, right? So Thursday night, we did our stream. We made the Shayna being abducted by a ghost face. Then we did, on Halloween Day, our son had a school parade where he walked in his costume around, and my aunt came, and it was very nice. And then after school, we did trick-or-treating at 6:30 p.m. Stayed up pretty late, don't want to brag, in a friend's neighborhood. And then Saturday, our son got to go to another screening of Sing Along KPDH. And I worked a couple of parties this weekend, very fun parties. And it was just a good time. It's that nice reaffirming, like, family, holidays, friends, community, my business actually functioning as a business, all kinds of good stuff. Pitu! You want the balance, please. Balance. I wish I understood. Mais je ne peux comprends pas. Je suis désolé. The balance. I can balance on one leg. We all seek the balance, Peter. Love you. Oh, I am having a wonderful day, Doxy Brooks. Thank you for asking, or hoping, rather. You didn't ask. Thank you for hoping. McDougal, yeah, go get those boys. Bring the boys back. Oh, and then show them the clip. Ah! Oh, my goodness. I hope they like it. I'm being abducted. Ah! What else we got? Qu'est-ce qu'on dit faire de ballon en anglais? I call it twisting balloons. To twist. One twists. Je twist. Vous twistez. I don't know the verb in French. But yeah, I call it twisting balloons. Some people call it balloon sculpting. In Europe, I find a lot of folks call it balloon modeling. But yeah, it's really, it's not one of those like worldwide vocabulary kind of things. So let's see. So today, now that we're finally past this big Halloween holiday, which is, a distraction, rightly so, I'd like to get back to doing the SpongeBob things I was working on. You remember the Patrick we made who hammered the nail into his head? I love that balloon. That came out great. Next up, I wanted to also do a Sandy balloon, Sandy Cheeks. So I did a sample Sandy, and she looks messed up. Are you ready to see this? Oh, yes, and Chameleon Cat, a Squidward, 100%. We're going to do a SpongeBob, a Patrick, a Sandy, and a Squidward. I think those 4. Oh, and of course, I'm sorry, the bonus character of Plankton. Can't forget Plankton. Look at this. It's a perfect balloon. The perfect balloon sculpture doesn't exist. But does it? Ah! Oh my gosh. So thrilled with his plans for world domination. Now the Sandy, I started making, and I realized, before you're like, that looks messed up, Shayna. First of all, yes, it's definitely messed up. The head's made out of 260. The body's made out of 360. I definitely made the body a little too big, and then plus time, the head shrank faster than the body. So right now, she looks so messed up. Look at this. Ah! Oh my goodness. Again, this is more like, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm prototyping, right? But in general, I'm like, yeah, this is how it's going to go together. But wow, look at her face. Miss Cheeks of you nasty. Oh, man. So, yes, there's a little bit of work to be done yet on the Sandy. I was trying to, like, test out different facial expressions on her. Because what I'd like to do, you know, I've got the image of Patrick, you know, hammering the board into his head, which is great. It's so Patrick. But for Sandy, like, what's a good Sandy image? And the thing I kept coming back to is her karate. You know, she does karate a lot. And so she has this big, like, green sparring karate chop hands. Do you know what I'm talking about? What are those called? They're like big, like, foam hands. Anyway, loving this nightmare fuel. It's very nightmarish. Yeah, Sandy in last weekend Halloween. Exactly. Sandy is very Halloween here.
SpongeBob!
Yeah, that's how they do it in Texas. Right, Flava? But no, I do like the way I came up to, you know, to construct the head. But she looks very shrunken head right now in, like, this gigantic bodysuit. So we won't do it like that. Hulk hands, they kind of look like Hulk hands, but they're always flat because it's like, you know, karate, empty hand. Karate chops, is that what they're called? Anyway, either way, I guess I don't have to name them, but, you know. We've made crabs. We've made Eugene crabs. We've made a lot of SpongeBob balloons. We've made Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. We made a mashup of the Flying Dutchman and Lord Farquaad, so that was more of a mashup situation. Cousin to the Foam Finger, yes, I can totally see it. How about Larry and Mrs. Puff? I haven't done them. But if I'm the plan for this is to make a video very similar to the Gabby's Dollhouse videos that I did for DreamWorks and the Trolls videos, the Dogman video that I made. Those ones have been like my heavy hitters views-wise. And friends, we are trying to make sure, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to type a message that's just like always on the screen. That's like, hey, we're looking for watch hours on our YouTube channel. So we're so close to monetizing. And I realize that if you say we're so close to monetizing, what that means is you're growing in increments so small that when you actually monetize, your monetization will be pennies. I just want to actually qualify. Then I don't have to worry about it anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not under any delusions here. Avant the Twitch ball. I don't know what you're saying. I don't. I'm so sorry. I know you mean before the Twitch ball, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I apologize. I hope you have some kind of a translator program that you can work that will help you communicate to me. But sadly, there are pennies available? There may not be. There may not be. Do 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 do. Tu peux écrire le mot que tu m'avais, je t'avais demandé. I really don't want to do this for my entire stream. I am not going to write the word that... I don't know. If you could type it into some kind of a Google Translate before you type it into chat, that would make everything smoother. If not, I am going to ignore the messages in the language that I don't understand. I am so sorry. I wish I was multilingual. I wish I had a babblefish. I don't. All right, so Sandy, Squidward the Squidward. I kind of need to wait until I get the mint green in the 360 gauge. So let's work on Sandy today. Is there a good Sandy karate like position? Like my thought is to do like this kind of thing. Obviously, we won't have the movement. I'll see. There may be one that'll be easier to pose once I get the whole sculpture together. Don't want it to be so large that it's way larger than, the Squidward that I'm making. Not Squidward, rather the Patrick, because the Patrick was kind of petite. He's a little bit. I don't know where'd the Patrick go. He's around somewhere, but he was about this big. So Sandy being like this big is going to be a problem. I can figure it out. I could make her body a 6'46". Okay, there's a lot to think about here. Got a lot to think about. In the meantime, these balloons here. Let's see. I need a pump. Do you have a bunch of leftover candy? How was your Halloween? How many people dressed up? How many people were the candy giver-outers at the home? Or maybe you didn't get trick-or-treaters in your neighborhood. The grandparents very kindly offered to man the door for us, for the various visitors we received. But they said we only got about 20 trick-or-treaters. Ghostface delivering pizzas. I love it. You just write like dominoes on the sides here. Oh my. We have a little bit of leftover. A little less now. What? Don't judge me. It's a breakfast. It's breakfast, Daw.
Hungry? Grab a Snickers.
Exactly.
Then you'll still be hungry.
Thank you.
You'll have had a Snickers, which is tasty.
I've seen a lot of commercials where people are saved from being hangry.
Yeah.
By Snickers.
Like that one time when Betty White turned into
It was a real
Terry Crews.
Exactly.
I don't remember if that was the actual commercial. Something like that.
I think it was like normal people, then they turn into a celebrity and they're like, whoa, chill out. Have a Snicker. And then they turn back into like a normie.
So they turned super angry like Betty White.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so what I want to do, I have this dark, kind of like burgundy color for inside Sandy's mouth. I'm gonna go across the back here.
That's right, you dressed up, but everyone did a trunk or treat at the local church.
Uh-huh.
Where we had fun listening to music and seeing them popping the arch and columns. You didn't want to be awkward, otherwise you would have asked to help.
You could totally. I think that would be fun. Everybody loves it when balloons are taken down. But I understand. Let's see. Just do to there. That sounds good.
Coach was Robin Williams, and Robin was just doing impressions.
Coach of what?
The Robin Williams one. Was that something that we were talking about before we came in, or did I start talking about something?
Oh, wait, no. Oh, the Robin Williams one. Shoot. I don't... Sorry, Annie made it.
I'm sure, like, I came in and I said a thing that was related to what Robin Williams, and it's already left my head.
It's already gone.
That's right. Doxy, there are some special popping tools
The
here.
Striker!
Oh, the Snickers commercial.
Oh,
right.
I forgot about that
I
one.
know this relates to whatever it was we were talking about.
Yeah. No, I'm so sorry, Annie. That's us.
That makes sense.
My brain is too.
She's like, that thing that you were just talking about.
And then there's the delay. So, like, by the time we were, talking about it, might have been a little delayed. But
now I'm thinking about popping tools. Doxy, the most effective popping tool that I've found is just a pair of sharp scissors with a good point on the end. The striker is good for when you really got a ton of balloons.
For round, full balloons.
And particularly if they're, like we used it on the wall here, and it's nice because they're all tied up together in this one place where they're kind of held taut, and you can just take the striker and just go right down a road. If you have
I'm sorry, what was the noise again?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is what it sounds
It's
like.
the left, it sounds different from right because of the Doppler effect.
Obviously.
Science.
You understand science.
Sometimes you can put them all in a bag and put the striker in the bag and just do like a little, stir the tea. And that's effective to a degree. Also, though, like it'll probably rip up whatever bag you're using.
That's true. It's probably best for a bag that you don't intend to use again.
And the other thing about the striker is it's very noisy.
True.
As was illustrated with my pitch perfect Foley effects. Whereas if you use scissors, you can keep it pretty quiet. So for most parties, like if I'm breaking down the stuff, which is the one way that I'm useful around here, is I'll usually mostly just do scissors. Keep it quiet. Go fast.
When in doubt, it's hard to top 2 knives on a hinge, which is basically what scissors are.
You got one sizor, then you get another sizor, then you got a pair of sizors, and put them together. Oh man, those work good for sizing. Sizzing?
So basically there's a top lip and a bottom lip, and then this cheek. Well, her name is Sandy Cheeks, so she needs to have nice cartoony cheeks there. Let me do the other side.
Sandy Cheeks.
Sandy Cheeks.
Kind of a cheeky little name. For
I know.
Kids
For someone
show.
who lives in Bikini Bottom. It's like, okay. Okay. Right, Nickelodeon. I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, it's a little more. It's a little more grown up. It's more like a snick than a nick. Not quite a Nick at Night. That's
No. Nick at Night would never. It wouldn't pass the
never.
Customs Code Authority or whatever, the Comics Code Authority.
right.
Would not pass the censors.
The Hayes Act.
Okay, so let's see if we can make some eyeballs. Do, 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 do.
Did you know that the voice actor for Sandy Cheeks is also Cindy Vortex from Jimmy Neutron?
I didn't actually.
I did not, but also I'm not surprised. Those voice actors, they get around.
Although I did read that the voice
Cheeky.
actress for Sandy Cheeks was just like discovered.
For this role for Sandy.
Yeah, like the creator of SpongeBob was meeting a friend out somewhere in LA, and they're like, "Oh, and this is my friend so," I don't even remember her name. This is my friend like Christine or whatever, and the creator's like, "I love your voice. I want you to come in and audition for this role." And then
That's
she
the voice.
nailed it.
That's
So,
the voice we've all been looking for.
pretty wonderful, pretty great origin
Talk
story.
again.
Now do a Texas accent. You're hired. I could be-
Carolyn Lawrence
Yes.
seems to be the voice of the
I want to
Cheeks.
say yes.
Apparently there was a Plankton the movie?
A what?
Plankton the movie?
There was a Plankton the movie?
Or maybe it's coming out. It says 2025.
Well, that's this year.
I wouldn't
I
think
know
that
that there's a
lot of
SpongeBob
25
movie coming
right.
out.
So it must have already come out.
There's not much. There's not
But-
much 25 left.
Yeah.
I feel like if anyone's gonna know anything about this, it's gonna be Flavor.
I got distracted as I was looking for the other stuff that Sandy Cheeks is
Oh,
done,
and
but-
Animated says that's on Netflix. Okay.
Well, there's also a Sandy Cheeks movie. Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie.
I mean, that's like the Sandy Cheeks story. She's like always saving Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, those dudes are useless. There are more SpongeBob movies than I realized. I thought there was one.
Green Bay.
And now we were getting a second one.
Look, when you're that profitable of a property,
I get it. You don't want to be the Simpsons.
everybody loves SpongeBob. This is just
Steffi.
a thing I know. Steffi! Hero, look at you. A 3-stream streak. All right, okay.
Carolyn Lawrence is actually just a nom de plume of Don Messick doing a voice of someone doing a voice.
What?
From beyond the grave.
Impressive. These are going to be your teeth and the nose. Let me see if this is going to... Yeah, I think that'll... Maybe this is too big. I'm going to make the teeth a bit smaller. Zero. Yeah, this is smaller. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Okay.
Here we go.
We're back on track now. Maybe this won't be a total disaster the way everyone thought.
Good luck, because look, this was it before. Ugh, this is it after. So much better. Can't you tell?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it is going to be better. The joke is that it actually will be better.
I believe you. That's why you're good at this, because you can tell the difference and why you need one over the other.
Because I am a perfectionist.
Yeah, she really mostly just does Sandy.
I mean, you don't need to work much more when you've got.
Yeah, I'm sure they keep her busy.
And like, I'm
Although-
sure she's made a good amount of money.
Oh, I'm sure she's doing
There we go. Look at that.
just.
Look
'cause
at that.
Even
That's
just
cute.
SpongeBob, she works all the time.
Exactly.
You know, when you go back further, she did more stuff, and then it looks like maybe SpongeBob is just taking over.
I mean, that again, I get it. Be like, yeah, why do more work when I could just do
Yeah,
this?
she was like a live actress.
Now
in
she's
1991, she played sorority girl in Little Man Tate.
I did see Little Man Tate.
She played Karen Anders in 2 episodes of Muscle.
Okay.
1995, 1996, she starred as May in 1 episode of Wings. Same year, 1 episode of Caroline in the City as Nurse. Ooh, she did a Goosebumps audiobook. A Shocker on Shock Street, she was the narrator. Which
I
I mean, if
mean,
it's an audiobook,
We did
that's-
listen to that one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shocker on Shock Street. I remember that one. It's a weird one. It's like, oh, there's a movie studio that makes scary movies. And these 2 kids are like, hey, we're going to try out, like, our parents work for this company. We're going to try out the movie studio's new ride, kind of like a Universal, like, studio tour. Except, like, stuff keeps going wrong, and, like, the monsters keep being real, and then the big reveal at the end. Do you mind if I spoil it for you?
a Shocker on Shock Street?
Yeah, here's the shocker.
Okay.
The real shocker.
Yes.
So the thing that the big reveal is, like, this gigantic praying mantis, I want to say, like, on the street.
Right.
That's the thing that gets pulled back in the movie.
That's what I've seen from it, yeah.
But the big reveal, the big Goosebumps reveal is that the kids are actually animatronic, like, creations of the movie. Like, they're like, something went wrong with these robots or whatever. They
I
come
love
in.
how they used to be able to just be like, and then it was a robot, even though they didn't have that technology
No,
at the time.
It did not
and
exist.
Now,
A
30
robot that
years
didn't
later,
know it was a
we
robot.
still don't have it.
But we're still pretty
We
freaked
have
out
AI.
about it.
It's terrible.
See?
We know what it looks like. It's not like a real human being.
So much better. Ah! Ah! I mean, I do like this Sandy. You like her too. Ah! Okay. But this is a very cute little Sandy face. I love it. Okay, so Sandy face. So I did a woven spacesuit, and I think it looks great. But it's a bit big. So can I do a different kind of spacesuit? What would a 646 look like? Oh, Mr.
Well-
Is my Filbert in the car still?
Yes.
It may be. Oh, thank you. Thank you for confirming.
I shall go get that for you.
Well, I'll eat a fun-sized Snicker.
Oh, yeah, you gotta wait. So you might as well eat a Snicker. I think she might have also been moral oral, but I'm trying to confirm that before I... Yep. She is Oral Puppington on Moral Oral, for those that remember that.
Jimmy Neutron's getting a sequel. Okay. Yes, Sandy's head is safe. Thank goodness. Yes, happy November. Yet it is. And yet it is. K-pop. Look, as much as I love R.L. Stine for the place he occupies in my family lore, it's definitely just like a rip-off machine, right? You know about making stuff for kids is like, you can just like make a kid's version of a popular, successful, groundbreaking thing from a few decades before. No kid's gonna call you out on that. How you do it. Annie, that sounds scary. You think the Snickers are best? Snickers are pretty good. Japanese rokurokubi. I don't know what rokurokubi is. Oh, thank you, Mr. I didn't even... I'm so rude. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to ignore you. Thank you, babe. You're the greatest. You're the greatest. And it was just after I finished eating that Snickers. Your timing. Impeccable. Ah. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Okay. No, I don't think this is wide enough. Because, like, the thing about Sandy Cheeks' spacesuit is it is big on her. You see her head in it, and you're like, okay, hang on. I'm just going to, like, hold on to this for a second, just in case I do end up using it. Stay. Let's call up a good picture of Ms. Cheeks. Anyone have any fun things happen over the weekend? Any adorable trick-or-treater tales to tell? Plus side parents can use the story to introduce the classics. Oh, 100%. I don't think it's a bad thing that happens. Like, you know, you can introduce kids to concepts and comedy and all that. Let's see, Nickelodeon. Here's a good image. Oh, this one might even be a PNG. Save image as. But let's see here. Here we go. She's so cute. Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Your nephew's costume was a huge hit. Amazing. I love it. In the Taylor's defense, she is a squirrel. Yeah, there's probably not. I don't know, though, because there is like her spacesuit has an acorn patch on it. Like, this is made for a squirrel space agency. I don't really know. What do we call them? Anyway. While you were trick-or-treating, you saw a group of 5 inflatable aliens that were so fun and having so much fun. I love it. Favorite ant title? Heck to the yeah. You shared pictures in the Discord, right, Flava? The those inflatable costumes, I remember, like, I want to say like 5 years ago, it was like you'd see like 4 of them. And now, like, we went to, like, again, the elementary school for the morning Halloween parade. And there were, I didn't count them all, there were probably as many inflatable costumes as there were purple braids. Which is saying something, since this was the year of the Roomie. The technology is just, you can barely hear the fans, and it's super duper fun. So good. Oh, good, you did a wonderful flavor. We'll take a gander. Which channel did you share that in? Was it in art? There was also one inflatable frog who seemed not to be having a good time. Just sitting on the sidewalk. But also, like, from the outside, it's just like this big, like, happy frog face. Oh, no. I love it. A group of girls and guys dress up as K-pop demon hunters. Fantastic. There was, in our group of trick-or-treaters, we had a roomie and a mystery Saja. But he didn't wear the wig. He had the whole costume. He had a wig that covers his face, but he didn't want to wear it, which, honestly, I get. I wouldn't want to wear a wig that covered my face as I'm walking around in the dark in a strange neighborhood. But very cool. Let's see. Do 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 do. Okay. Here we go. Wait for it. So it's your nephew is the pyramid head. Is that right, Flava? Designed the pattern, did all the sewing and the leather work. What? Okay. Oh, Mister's back. Hey, Mister. Let me see if I can share. Not came up on stream from the URL. Let's see. Okay. Readjust the visible window.
Readjust the visible window.
I know it sounds very. Look at this. That's a great the tree the photo was taken in front of is kind of like a part of the whole thing. You made the sword too. That is just so cool. Look at this. Look, the nurse came out great too. I don't know if you worked on that at all, Flava, but whoa. That's great. That's very pyramid head. And the sword. Look at the sword. Oh, man. Oh, Flava LARPs. Just like Cupcake. LARP and Horde. She made her nurse outfit. Oh, my goodness. She did a great job. Fantastic job.
T-shirt. All right.
So cool. Yay! Oh, that's spectacular. I'm so happy about that. I like knowing that the Memento Moris are out there in the world. That makes me so happy. Yeah, no, very well done. Flava, incredible job on the pyramid head and the sword. I love that. So cool.
Oh, the nurse is also a Silent Hill creature.
Yes. Yeah, they're two
Gotcha.
two monsters that'll come for you. She did a good job on the head wrap, making it look slightly digital. I don't know how to put that. It's kind of square at the top. Great job. You and your husband were Peggy and Ted Bundy.
That's pretty funny. That's a funny outfit.
Yes, I do love that. I love that.
So is it are you doing Al Bundy at all, or is it just doing the big frame glasses and the sweater? Because I don't even know what you would do to nod to Al Bundy, because he just wears
just like Ted Bundy, but with his hand in his pants.
Right,
maybe.
I guess that's what that's what I was picturing too.
Which is gross.
Or do you just
but perfect.
Do you just hope that the Katie Seagal character,
right? Just being with Peggy would be Ted. Oh my gosh. Ted. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Doxy, that's funny.
Great costume.
That's
we love
good
it.
fun.
We love it.
Ted, I wanted to take the car out.
Shoot.
The trunk is all dripping. We'll get to it later, Peg.
Okay. Oh.
Whoa.
I keep throwing this thing on the ground.
Chill out over there. Flava was going to do the Belchers, but didn't have time, so just dressed as something that she already had, which is also terrifying to her. Christmas stuff before Halloween.
I did see that, the Christmas. And I tell you, Christmas definitely starts on October 30th.
Yeah.
According to the stores.
According to the stores.
It is shocking. I remember, I don't know, you probably remember this too, right? Because you're all olds. Or ish. But I remember going into stores on November 1st and getting discount Halloween
Half-price
candy.
This is the
Maybe
day.
even as far as like the 3rd of November. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, as far as long as the stock holds out.
Because
They're
it
just
was
trying to
like
get
there
rid
would
of
just
it.
be shelves and they were getting picked over. But now if you go in on October 30th, it's like, oh, sorry, too late.
They're like, you're still getting ready for Halloween? What's wrong with your life, man?
yeah, have you not even?
Get it together.
You should start writing your New Year's resolutions. And they
Plan
should
ahead.
include shopping for Christmas stuff on Halloween, apparently. Let's see. So if I do the woven box, because this was almost the right, almost. But if I do that, we'll have to attach the arms in some way. There's not a lot of attachment points to a 646. Whereas when I weave the spacesuit, lots of attachment points. A little more complicated, but again, I'm not anti-complication.
HEB still has discount candy.
I'm hearing so much good stuff about HEB, and like, I don't know if it's just my experience with Flava that's like trained my eye to look for it.
Sure.
But like HEB's doing a lot of great stuff with like stepping up for like people who are losing food stamps and
That's
providing meals. You know what? And you really see it a lot more with independent and small businesses too. And it turns out a lot of these corporations that have lobbyists and are trying to do what they can do to increase their profits are not stepping up to provide
And
for human beings. So.
To me, that is a very helpful indicator of where I want to do my holiday shopping.
Any kind of shopping.
Any kind of
Where
shopping?
do I want my money to go?
If I see you sticking your neck out for the community that you're a part of, then I will go shop there. If I see you doing your best to like get away from that, which is usually like big corporations trying to make sure that they don't pay like workers' benefits and things like that, then I have no interest in helping you out, especially in times of like holiday times.
Man, I saw a thing that it crystallized it for me very well, and then I'm gonna misquote it, so it's not gonna do the same thing. But it was one of those things where it's like people get all upset about SNAP, about like paying taxes to cover SNAP benefits. You're not subsidizing these people who can't afford food. You're subsidizing their
businesses.
employers.
Yep.
You're subsidizing Walmart, who gives this person a full-time job but then doesn't give them enough money in their paycheck to full-time live.
And
So-
who then skirt tax laws and stuff and don't
everyone
pay
is very like
their fair share.
It's the poor people trying to wring it out of
Nope.
us. It's the companies trying to get you. It's just sort of, it's very similar to like, it reminds me of, it's not very similar. I'm not a policy expert, but it reminds me of like the restaurant industry being like, well, we can pay our wait staff under minimum wage because they're getting tips.
Exactly.
You're going to pay
yeah,
my
yeah,
staff, aren't you?
Dirty dogs.
You're going to pay them. And like,
Well, they're getting minimum wage because if you factor in the tips, it's still minimum wage for their work.
Oh, it's the
not
dirtiest thing.
yeah, it's just not cool. Sylphane, hello. Yet it is never heard of HEB, loves it already. Mostly they're in the Texas area. I unfortunately don't have the opportunity to shop from HEB, at least not in person. Perhaps I can do some online shopping, but the Flava Cake household is a big HEB proponent. And thank you, Flava, for introducing me to that, because
They do have very tasty treats.
it makes me feel good when I see it and I recognize it, them getting respect in like the press, because it's like I see them. I'm not getting Texas-centric news. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting nationwide news and California news, mostly my algorithm, and I'm still seeing HEB come to the top of these headlines because they're making choices that get attention. And humans are hungry for good stories right now, like good news stories. We've heard a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, here's a business plan. Be the company that goes against the grain of all the other companies and is just decent to people. Your employees, your customers,
And
your
incredibly
community that you're a
tasty.
part of.
Can confirm. Delicious.
More of a Wawa girl myself.
I haven't heard if Wawa's doing any good food stamp.
I've heard that
stuff. It's
Wawa
possible.
is generally a fairly respectable place. I don't know anything about what's happening.
Wawa. I mean, look, people love it.
Yeah. Look,
People
if you're
do
helping
love it.
people right now that
whose benefits got canceled, great. If you're helping people, if you're locking the doors against ICE, great. These are the companies that I'm looking out for right now.
I've seen a lot of businesses in California start like putting like employees only, do not enter signs on doors that previously didn't have that, because that's like the legal step they have to do to ensure that ICE can't just barge into their back room.
Right.
Like a lot of places have to make their used to be publicly available toilet like not so, because they can't just let anyone back past, like if you go past this door then you have access to employees, and so it's sort of like no, you can't, sorry.
Yeah, as lawless as ICE may look in the clips and things that we see, there are strictures and statutes that do bind them. And will they always honor them? Probably not.
No,
And
but hopefully if
you
they
record them
violate
and
some of those, then
exactly.
you can undo some. I don't know.
They're not allowed to enter a private residence or vehicle unless they have a warrant signed by a judge.
Or a vampire.
Or a vampire. But it had they're dirty dogs, and they will try to trick you, and they have their own warrants that they print up that's like an ICE warrant.
Yeah, signed by a judge.
Yeah, so you got to
You
make
need
sure
one
it's a
signed
judicial
by a
warrant
judge.
signed by a judge. The ICE warrant is not the same. If you're confused, then there are a lot of like pictures online that are like a side by side. I should find one of those. Not that we need to keep talking about this, but you do not have to let them into your car, no matter what they say. You do not have to get out of your car, no matter what they say. You do not have to let them into your house or your business, no matter what they say, unless they have a warrant. And by the way, if they have a warrant, they're coming in anyway. So,
Right? Yeah.
don't let them in.
Don't let them trick you into opening the door, because then they can push their way. You know what I mean? Like, it's very...
There's
There's a lot of stuff. Okay, so if I'm doing... I'm trying to make the woven space suit, but a little bit smaller than I made it the first time.
It is. You got Pick and Save and the Piggly Wiggly out there.
Oh, pick and save.
I mean, Piggly Wiggly is always just a classic, just because like their name is Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
That's
What a
fun.
great name. I
Well-
love that we're paying off a person who, like, what, 200 years ago, 100 years ago was like, Piggly Wiggly sounds like a good name. And
Man,
like,
that's fun.
I'm sure people
I like to
around
say
them
it.
were like, I don't know, that
Piggly
sounds
Wiggly.
kind of silly, like maybe not. And like now we're like, Piggly Wiggly, how adorable.
Your name is Vaughn. Like, just call it Vaughn's. No, man, that doesn't work. Piggly Wiggly. That is the name. Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. Let's see, this
Digital. It is actually very similar to the vampire rules.
has 1, 2, 3, 4,
They cannot come in
7, 8.
unless invited, and they are bloodsuckers that will drain the community dry.
Yes.
Both are accurate.
Yep. Remember, do not attempt to stake
Zarkano.
them. Not a good idea.
Yeah, do not try to stake ICE members. That will go bad for everybody.
But also, little known fact, the masks, because they can't be seen in mirrors.
And also, because they ugly.
Oh! Probably because they just don't want to see themselves in the mirror, because they'd have to contemplate their
They have the masks
shortcomings.
so they don't have to look themselves in the mirror.
It's true, Green Band. Vampires are often better about adhering to the rules. And
Indeed.
what does that tell you? Yikes. Yeah,
Maybe it's just harder to get video of vampires breaking the rules.
it's true. It's true. Oh, hi, Kiri. Hi, hi.
Hi, Kiri.
Hi, Kiri.
Kind of like it is in social situations. You have to be invited into a conversation or you don't talk. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you make fashion comments?
Can you?
Number one, I bet you can. Number two,
Like
should
to
you?
ICE?
I mean, I think you should make fashion comments to ICE.
Yes. Gators are so out.
Girl, you do not need embroidery on the pockets of your jeans when you are breaking up families.
So terrible.
Skinny jeans and Chuck Taylors are for emo concerts, not for ICE,
1, 2,
whatever it is you call those.
5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more. And we're just gonna wrap this one around. Let's see how this looks. Yes.
Do we know what our Saturday looks like right now?
Ooh, good question, mister.
Sorry, I don't
No, it's all
usually
good.
try to do this on the air. I don't think I have a thing. Do you have a thing?
I do not currently. Wait, hang on a sec. I did get a text. I have a hold on the 9th, but I'm good on the 8th right now.
Okay.
Okay. There we go. So if this looks like a big bubble wand. But that I feel like is about the right, you know, a slightly larger neck hole for Sandy. And then her body is only about, would you say it's like 1.5 heads tall is her body? Let's say. Could be wrong.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. Does ice also have disease and pestilence precede their arrival? Usually it's like GMCs, Dodges,
Usually it's an
American-made
executive
trucks
order.
and SUVs.
Gross. Gross.
Usually with overly tinted windows.
Sure.
They used to one of the reliable indicators used to be that weird antenna thing.
Have I ever heard
But I
of
don't see
cool
those anymore.
cats?
I mean, we are cool cats.
You mean the
Is there a specific cool cat?
Do you mean who's? Is there a cool cat? Was that the 2 steps forward, I take 2 steps back?
I feel like you made
We come together.
I feel like you made a sculpture one time on like a.
You mean Top Cat?
It was like a subgrat, and you made a cat that I want to say was like cool cat.
Do you mean
He had, like, a
the
striped
marionette cat that I
Yeah,
made for
like a
Liz in the
striped
OC?
shirt.
Yeah, that I don't believe that was a particular particular thing.
Oh, he is a Looney Tunes character apparently.
Oh, really? See, this is me finding stuff out. Cool cat, huh? Not familiar. A terrible and kinda inappropriate attempt at a kids show. We've seen many of those throughout the years. Oh, DJ Scat Cat. That's who I'm like, what was that his name? You're right.
Yeah, DJ Scat Cat.
DJ
of course.
Scat Cat.
Opposites attract.
Opposites
It
attract
ain't
like
fiction,
a human
just a
and a
natural
cartoon.
fact.
We come together. Opposites attract. I did love that album. I admit it. Okay, this will be Sandy as kind of like a zipper down the front of her space suit. Let me just do here. And now I need some white 260, which I am running a bit low
Hey,
on.
you're old dad. Yeah, we're behaving. Yeah.
I mean, like, pretty well behaved.
Look, parents are gone, but we're behaving.
Ooh, Mister, you want to smell this balloon?
Uh-oh. I mean, the answer's probably no, right?
Yeah, but you do.
No, but yeah.
Yeah, this is a 160, which you can see how
Oh, jeez. That's like Bernie. Not like a
Sanders.
person named Bernie.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like it almost feels like you're smelling a thing that's burning.
It's not good.
It does not feel good going into my nose to inhale that.
Does not. Let's see if I can. No, let's see if I can do. So the light through a regular white balloon, and you're like, okay, I see it. It's glowing. Then a light through this balloon, and you're like, oh, it's like transparent. I guess it doesn't show that very well because it's so narrow, but it really. I can like see each individual LED here. And on this one, I can't. It just kind of lights up the whole balloon. That did not demonstrate what I wanted to show you as well, but still. Very thin, very not great balloon.
Digital, we did not do a balloon altar for Day of the Dead.
We did not. I think a balloon ofrenda would be amazing. I would really love that. It's maybe a thing we could do in the future.
I think it's a good idea. It's the type of thing you can't do casually.
Yeah, it's
You'd
the
have
thing.
to do a good
you have
job
to. You have
on
to
it.
truly. You have to have pure intentions.
Yeah.
I think. And so yeah, it's not a thing I want to just be like, oh, I made a bunch of orange flowers. You know, I want it to be like I put a lot of thought into how I want this presented and who I want represented, etc. But I think it's a lovely idea.
Yeah, and I think doing ones at home for your people is always a nice thing.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think Day of the Dead is just it's an important thing to remember all of those people.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's the most. Honestly, it's way more like traditional Halloween than our Halloween is. Because, like, Halloween is supposed to be like when the veil is thinnest between the dead and the living.
Yes.
We dress up in costumes and eat candy.
Weird.
Wait, what? As opposed to, like, oh, when the veil is the thinnest, I can, you know, put my love for my loved ones out, and it will reach them, or, you know, it's just a little more. Dang. I'm running out of 260 scraps. I have to go into the scrap bag. Which
I was
is
to say we're not running out of 260 scraps.
well, yeah, white 260 scraps specifically. It's funny how like white balloons were one of the balloons that I did my triage order where I was like, hey, I'm just gonna get enough balloons to get me through till I have enough to order my next one, and I still went through them all before I made my second or my most recent Decomex order. It's okay. We'll survive. See, we still have scraps. Actually, I should probably put this one on, since this is onto the back. That way, if I want to put any non-white spokes, I can do that. Which I might end up doing. Hope everybody can be cool about it. Everybody just be cool.
Well, I don't know if we can just be cool. That's not usually our skill set.
Can you just be cool about it, Mr.
If
Sharp?
I could, I would.
Oh, no.
Don't you think I tried?
I do think you've probably tried to be cool. I do think it probably didn't go as planned.
How dare you?
What do you mean, how dare... Isn't that what you were just trying to say?
Yeah, but it feels worse coming from you.
Oh, okay. Fair. Fair. A Disney anime experience. They made animated series for the Disney villains. Oh, that sounds like fun. Do you, let's see here. Oh, you did a simple one for Mom. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yet it is couldn't be cool if we paid them all the money in the world. Yeah.
I don't know. If you had all the money in the world, you might be cool just because you're like, haha,
Or
I
you
tricked
can-
people into giving me all the money in the world. That's pretty cool.
Or you can just like hire a guy
Right.
to help you be cool.
Just pay a bunch of people to think you're cool. And that's like basically what Zuckerberg has done. Or, you know,
This is my friend
Tesla.
Pharrell Williams. Am I cool yet?
yeah.
Oh wait, I've just been told I need to pay a reference guy to help me make cooler references.
Sorry.
A reference collector just knocks on the door. Well, I'm here to get your references. I wish someone would come to the door that just got my references. Just start like quoting kids in the hall. Old fireside
Reference
theater.
collector. Sir, you know you're using expired references.
Oh yeah, no, I meant to go out to the store and listen to some cool music and watch some movies and really update my references.
Yeah,
but
look,
then
we've
I
heard
just
it all before, sir. Can you please?
had to binge watch shows that I'd seen 25 times before.
Yeah, we're gonna have to confiscate your internet.
Oh dang!
No
The
more
whole thing?
internet for you, sir.
Ugh, probably for the best. Oh, expired references at discount prices, though. That's good.
Good job. Woo! That's a nice one.
It's very funny to me when you do that, like at 2 milk minimum
Yeah.
in front of kids.
Yeah.
Wait, and parents,
Rip
and just
the
like
balloon off
people in
and just
general. Yeah, they're so impressed by it, and it's not that like I don't think it's impressive. I've just seen it so many times. Like I don't
Right.
have an emotional reaction.
No,
and
you have
so
the
it's
same
just
reaction
funny.
I do because you're like, and it worked as expected.
Exactly.
Burn out, burn out.
It's like Trump being surprised that a bunch of generals didn't clap for him. Man, that's a tough audience. Look, what they were saying was awful, and they should not have been clapped for. But also, as like a comedian, the idea of like trying to entertain that room of people, there's no laughter in that room.
Look,
There's no laughter in those hearts.
there was,
Those are serious
you know,
hearts.
but I was very delighted. Because there is a world wherein there's like respectful clapping,
Right,
respectful
exactly.
applause,
Fair
and
enough.
that's the worst. So it's like, yep, no respect. They call him President Jabba 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 Jaw.
Yeah.
I'm the least presidential shark you ever saw.
Imagine calling all of the generals of the armed forces to like run your 20 minutes. I'm practicing
Let's see,
for my
what's
Netflix
next?
special.
What's
I'm gonna run my hot
next?
20 on you guys. Been working it out at open mics around town.
That's really what it is. Oh, can be. Ooh.
I mean, that's clearly the sound of a modem, right?
Yeah.
This is like old
Beep
internet.
boop beep beep bop bop beep boop beep beep squee woo wak. Badong badong anniversary. Yes. 56-month streak. Amazing. Thank you, Oakenby. We're making a Sandy Cheeks, or at least we're doing our best to make a Sandy Cheeks prototype.
Oakenby, I had a very stupid question for you.
Oh, we love
which is
stupid
why I didn't,
questions.
That's why I didn't text her, because it's like,
You're like, this is stupid. I'll just
feel
ask
like
her live on the internet.
I should have something better to say if I'm texting you. Do you can you buy the weird gum stuff that the people at the Apple store use to get the gunk out of your apple? Can you just like buy that from Amazon? Is there like a... Because like, if it's cheap enough, I'd rather just do it myself and not have to go in and get one of those guys. Or ladies or whoever.
A very good question.
I like hearing that.
Was saving that one for your 56K anniversary, but you're impatient. Got that. Look, that's a lot. That will be very, very, very delighted when you get your 56K anniversary. If we remember who we are.
when would that even be?
Yeah. 56K modem anniversary.
12 months a year, so
You've
we would be
got
dead.
Mail.
All right. Hey, David Blue. Good to see you.
Hey! Hello for David Blue. How are you? Happy November. We're working on a Sandy Cheeks balloon. We made this great Patrick Starr earlier who had been like hammering the nail into his head. We're trying to get the whole crew. I hope you had a good holiday. Friends, I love following David Blue on, honestly, like Threads is where I see a lot of David Blue stuff, and I love it.
Shout out his Threads.
It's really good. It's good quality Threads. If you're on Threads,
Shout out his Threads.
can one shout out one's thread?
He's a good follow on Threads.
Tug that thread, tink tink.
He has good threads.
It won't unravel.
3 aids.
It's good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do
Like
one
to
more.
re-aid the 3
One
aids.
more row of space suit. And we'll do, arms and stuff.
Cheers to you, sir. Cheers to you.
Ditto! Oh,
no,
you!
I'm a terrible follow on Threads. I see things that make me angry, and then I say the first hostile thing that comes to mind, and then I delete it because I'm like, you can't say that.
Mister. I haven't figured out what Threads is for me, because, Threads doesn't really like photos. Cause even though they're, Instagram adjacent, they don't want to just see your pictures. They want to see the thoughts in your brain, which David has great anecdotes and stories and observations about the industry, about life. It's good stuff. So anyway,
Throut out? Is that a
shroud out? Yeah, like a thread shout
shred
out.
out? A
Shred
shred
out.
out sounds like
Shred out.
it's like a thing that a skateboarder would do.
You got to get the lead out.
That's
and
like
get
when
the thread out.
It's like when you're a bad guy, you're the leader of the bad guy gang of skateboarders.
Yeah, which
And,
I always am.
You've been embarrassed by the hero character, so then you have to get your gang to leave. You're like, gang, we're out of here. Let's shred out. And they all,
All right, bros, helmets on. Don't forget your elbow pads. Now let's shred out. Yeah, that's why I'm cool.
the bad guys would do that.
They would.
They would.
They would. What do you call a post on Threads? Obviously a tweet. I think it's a thread, which is like...
It's better than what they're calling the blue sky
What are they calling them?
skates.
Oh, come on.
I know. It's like we never came up with something better than that.
Look.
That seems like the worst thing we could come up with. Now let's come up with a good one. Hey,
Look,
Simon.
you got to get all the bad ideas out of the way before the good ones can start
I'm a big believer in
flowing.
getting the bad ideas out of the way, but that's why you put them on paper.
Oh,
Not the
yes. That's what people used to do. We've always had bad ideas, as a species collectively. But here's the thing. We used to just say them to ourselves, or two friends who would then gently push back. Or go like, yeah, I understand that you need to say this in this moment. And they let you live your life. And now it's like, I have a thought to the internet to permanently brand my reputation.
In ancient
Very
Rome,
interesting thought.
you know, if you had some like hot take,
Oh, yeah.
you'd start like chiseling it out on a tablet.
Nice.
And then like as soon as you got a couple chisels in, you're like,
You're like,
is it really worth it?
Then you just
Chiseling
take
out
your
this whole
chisel,
tablet with a hot take.
scribble it out. You know how it is.
Oh, anniversary. Ryoki Pie Sharpie Sharp Sharpie Big Sharpie Weird Sharpie Hugs.
Big weird Sharpie hugs.
It's our BLO anniversary.
A blue anniversary. Thank you. It's squeeze. Okay. I can do this. I can do this.
Do this? I can chisel my hot takes on a tablet? Well, chisel my tablets.
Goodness. Yeah, I don't know how, like, it must be very interesting being a young person in this day and age. Just having to, like, navigate the permanence of the fleeting stupid thoughts
Hot take.
that manage to navigate their way from your brain to your thumbs as you're typing it on your phone.
Hot take. We should have named it Ream instead of Rome. Well, I think there was a discussion about
yeah,
that.
Romulus would have some
Yeah.
thoughts on that.
I think they. Did we talk about the reason why they killed each other?
No, why did Romulus and Remus go at each other, Mr. Sharp?
I read this the other day, and forgive me if we haven't said this on here, right? So Rome is named after Romulus because he and his brother Remus, they decided to found a city.
Let's make a city.
Let's make a
Okay,
city.
over there.
Bro, you know what's great?
Over there. No, over there. No, over there.
One guy wanted it on the West Mountain, one guy wanted it on the East Mountain. And then there's this flock of birds that flies, and it goes toward one of the mountains. And the brother's like, see? Clearly that is a sign from the gods saying that we should build it on this mountain over here. Mm-hmm. But then the next day, an even bigger flock of birds flew toward the other mountain. And so the other guy was like, well, clearly this is a sign from the gods. They said, you're wrong. Here's a much bigger flock to clearly show you that you're wrong. And then they got into an argument about who was better at
interpreting
bird
signs from the
migrations.
gods.
You don't know your omens, bro.
And yeah.
And so
Happy
Romulus
ending.
killed Remus, and that's why it's called Rome. The end.
Yeah. But perhaps Romulus should have named it Reem in memory
honor
of his
of his
dear brother. Hey, my bad, Reem. Good old Reem.
Sorry, I kind of reamed you with this knife.
Yikes.
Punctured a little hole there.
Okay. So we're gonna have the patch, the badge that has the little acorn right here, and our arms will stick out of our.
Silent would like you to
Selves.
hydrate, if you may.
If I may, I may. Oh yes, I may.
And
I
then
always
egg.
forget where I put my water jar.
Yes, you like to put it right above the soundboard, as opposed to on the table, where it's not near anything.
What?
What? Don't worry, I never noticed. And then egg on both of their faces. They made the city big enough to reach both. The gods were trying to diffuse the argument. Like, no, see, there's some more birds.
We
This sounds
sent
good too.
them birds. Did they not understand? Oh well. Yes, and a stretch. You know what? Now that I'm hydrated, could really use a good stretch.
I mean, what was I supposed to do? Send a squall? You know, like I'd give them a bountiful crop, but we don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, nobody. They needed to make a decision right away.
Oh my
My
gosh.
Gasso, recovering from Halloween. Waiting on Halloween money and checks to clear. I get that. It's like, you have a really busy week, and it's the next week where you get the payoff from that busyness. I am doing
Future me is
aight.
rich.
Thank you.
Present
Thank
me
you.
is hungry.
Yeah, well. So, poor Remus. Because, didn't their parents,
Yeah.
abandon them to be raised by wolves? And you've got your brother, and you're like,
To
well,
be-
at least I've got my brother
To be
here
fair,
with me.
the parents didn't abandon them to be raised by wolves. They just abandoned them.
And then the wolves were like,
then the wolves
I
showed
guess we better raise this
Yeah,
thing.
and there was one she-wolf who's like, should we eat these guys or, hear me out, raise them as our own? And I'm pretty sure that the husband wolf was like, I would probably rather eat them, if we're just being honest.
If it's all the same to you, dear,
But then he could tell that it's like, you know what?
this is going to be...
Some battles you just got to let her have it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just raise these human beings as though they were our own wolf cubs.
What could go wrong?
Sister Elegance is stopping by. She says hi. Hi, Sister Elegance.
Aw, Sister Elegance. Thank you. We always love when your visits are announced. Greetings to you as well. Working on a Sandy Cheeks from a SpongeBob.
Sister Elegance sounds like if you had a nun Spice Girls. Sister Sassy. Sister Elegance.
I mean, that checks out. Just seeing that balloon floating in the background. Yeah, so it's we've got an air purifier, but it makes a little vortex of air and it floats a balloon above it. So we just, Look, we've got a lot of cat hair to filter out of our home's atmosphere.
Yes, Bunny. Yes, a sister act, if you will.
Ah, yes, Sailor Scouts. There, non-Sailor Scouts. I like that.
Sister Elegance.
Sister Moon.
Sister Mars.
Sister
Voyager 1. Sister.
Sister. Okay. Sister. Sorry.
So Raven.
Did you watch that show at all, Mr. Sharp?
No,
You didn't watch Sister?
I did not.
Oh, gosh. Missed the boat.
Yeah, so much so that I actually couldn't even think of a joke about a thing I watched instead. I watched Brother, not funny. I watched Father.
No.
It's funnier if I could think of who the fathers would be.
Oh, good. You made
So much
Sister
work.
Elegance laugh out loud, Mr.
That was
Sharp.
nice, and that makes me feel
That's
good.
all we ever want to do, really.
It makes me feel good to know that. Well, thank you for telling us. Bunnyco is here. She likes Sister. Bunnyco also told me
Yes.
that
Bunnyco gave us the good news.
for those that have not heard, there is a women's professional baseball league that is starting. That's cool.
Are you excited?
Los Angeles
I
is getting a
am.
team. That's cool. We'll go see some games. But the thing that I'm most excited about is that they are openly soliciting names for their 4 teams.
Are we gonna talk about this or what?
What would you call a Los Angeles-based women's baseball team?
My first suggestion was the Los Angeles Traffic.
I'm worried that they're going to go Los Angeles Angels. That feels
No,
like
they can't do that. There's already the Angels.
Yeah.
It's a baseball team.
You're
You
right,
can't do
you're
that.
right.
They wouldn't do that. That would be weird. Also, they get sued by Disney, I want to say.
Perhaps.
So I'm going to say no, they probably won't do that. But Los Angeles. One thing you could be dreams, because,
Right.
but then, the dreams were crushed. I feel like it just opens itself up a little much.
like real Los Angeles.
Let's see. But if anyone has any ideas for professional lady ball names.
And you made it. You also liked the Bombshells comic and A League of Their Own. I don't know the Bombshells comic, but A League of Their Own is great.
League of Their Own is
This
fantastic.
is a great movie.
That was a really good movie. And I'm not a sports person, but I think that's I want to say the mark of a good sports film is that it is enjoyable to a non-sports fan.
Exactly. And to a sports fan.
And to a sports fan.
Because there's
right.
some that are like non-sports fan movies, and sports fans are like, "This, stop it!
Right.
You're hurting my brain."
You're hurting my sports.
Flava, I truly hate the team name, the Houston Texans. It's so lazy. Oh man, that's genuinely
But
one of
here
my
we are.
least favorite team names in all of sports.
Yeah, that is. It just seems a little like, what was the point? But here we are.
Yeah, McTougall, I also have not seen the League of Their Own TV show.
I have not. I've heard good things about it.
I'm pro Abby Jacobson. I liked Broad City.
Same.
Oh, Magasso needs someone to teach him some techniques to make a derpy tiger.
Oh, good old derpy tiger.
Shayla
Like a
did
quick
do like
one. The thing is, it is a tricky one because of the shape of the head. The derpy tiger that I do is mostly drawing. If I want to go fast. So what's your comfort level on drawing, Magasso? Because like that's the situation. Is otherwise it just takes too long to do to really shape all the bits. Hi, Martha Ann. How you doing?
Yeah, everything else is space themed. I don't
The
think
Texas
they have to go
tailgaters.
space
That's
themed.
fun.
Like space themed is like noble. It's aspirational. You know, it's powerful without being like violent. You know, I like all of the space themed stuff. Texan is just. It's like, well, we are in Texas, so we are Texan. Okay, yes.
Martha Ann, you good eye. Yes,
What
I am
about it?
making a sandy cheeks. This is the face I've got so far. I haven't obviously drawn on the
Magasso,
eyes.
share the link. If it doesn't go through, I'll post it for you.
Trying to make the suit for the sandy. Again, I'm figuring it out. This is the process. This is why we stream. Let's see. We'll put this right here. And we'll put that right
Texans
there.
is the type of name where
It's just kind of lazy.
it feels like they were scared of taking a big swing. Like scared of making a decision, and so they went with something super
Do we
generic.
permit Magasso?
Your brother joked that they would probably name it something dumb like the Texans, and then they did.
Oh no! It was your brother. Then it was your brother's fault. 100%. If the permission expires before you post, Magasso, don't worry. We'll redo.
My other least favorites are Washington Commanders. It's just so generic. It doesn't refer to anything. It's like not even generic. It's like AI wrote it, where it's like, here's a word that fits in this grammatically. And you're like, yeah, I guess so, but why? What does it mean?
Okay, arm.
Trying to keep yourself awake, get the grocery store off the porch, grocery order off the porch. then you
Stay
have to cook dinner.
awake as long as you need to, and not 1 second longer.
Agreed. Nap when nap needed.
Here, this is our arms.
Don't worry, Magasso, I'll post the link.
Arms looking good. So I'm going to.
There's Magasso's link.
Ooh, let me take a look at it.
Oh, can be. You're faster than me. Not that I
Oh,
should be
good
surprised.
old Lokenby.
Can you be?
Oh, these are great though. Hang on, let me see if is it near. Wait, where's the derpy? Ah, Umbreon. That's great. You did a great job. There's a lot of like anime. Oh, I see the Derpy Tiger. Here, let me. I'll see. If, you don't mind if I share? Because you obviously. Where's that window?
Oh, we can show our son all these Pokemons.
Oh man, he's our son is just fallen into the Pokemon rabbit hole.
Also, he does love your idol.
Oh yeah.
Soldier Boys.
Oh, loves it. Can he get the mic a little higher? That's our son there. Yeah. No, I see what's going on here. It's because it is very tempting to make the eyes out of balloon because they're so big and round, but like it's really tricky. I mostly just do the. I haven't gotten a lot of requests for Derpy Tiger. I'll say that. But I mean, obviously, I made my super big one. Do you have the links to the clip of that one? And I'll show you my Derpy real quick here, Magasso. And again, this is highly drawing heavy. Again, because look, I've got a superpower, so I lean into it. You can't blame me.
It'd be weird if you didn't.
You could blame me, I suppose. That's weird. Just doing my flower base like I do always. You know, this is I want to say fashion blue. So maybe a 2.5-inch bubble and like a 1-inch bubble. Pinch twist that. Same thing on the other side. Pinch twist that. Knot goes around the pinch twist, and I always try and make sure the knot is on the other side of the pinch twist. Let me pull that around. This part I'm not going to need. I'm going to rip that off. I'll give myself a good amount of scrap, because that scrap is going to help me to tie down this situation in my flower base. So holding it on the flower, pull that down underneath through the petals, around that pinch twist, back down to the petals. I just go back and forth a couple times until I run out of length.
Let's see. There's one of the Derpy Tigers.
What I really want to do is have, okay, perfect, mister, is have these pinch twists be flat on the side like that, not like this, but like this, okay? Let's see if we click here. Obviously, this is not the Derpy Tiger you would do in a line work situation, so I'm not trying to like, Magazo, why didn't you just do this? Yeah, wear this to the grocery store? Absolutely.
These are not the
so
Derps
good.
you're looking for.
Well, I'm gonna go wear this to go pick up my son from summer camp. Yeah, it's that is a little more time consuming. This one's less so.
There's
Next.
another clip of that one. For
Oh
those
yeah.
that
Oh
like
yeah. Look. Well, I can't do that. No,
doity
you don't do
toita.
that. You don't have to do that. But how about this? So stupid. Oh, I make myself laugh too much, or just the right amount.
I mean, it's good that the laugh is there, because otherwise you give this like kind of intense look
Very-
at the camera,
yeah.
and it's a little like it could be disturbing. This weird masked
Shayna.
creature.
She could be disturbing.
Then you laugh. You're like, okay. We're
So
on
we
it.
got
We're
our
on
tail situation. 160, right? Same blue. I just make a little S curve. Twist that off
Scurv.
there. Yes, a scurvy twist. Got to pick which side I like the best. That side or that side. It's really either way. None of them is better. So I'm just gonna pick one random. I'm gonna take the tail, kind of push that into the flower petals, right? Through a few more, and then it comes out on top of that pinch twist. So you got that? Pinch twist, pull nice and soft. We're gonna do, now normally what I do for my cat, because this is just my cat design, is I make like 2 long bubbles, right? And I just pinch it in the middle there, and then we got these ears. But Derpy Tiger specifically has like 2, here I'll show this. You can see the original photo of Derpy on the phone there in the background. But he's got these tiny little ears in like the corner of his head, so they're much smaller. So what I like to do for this one then is just make a small ear. Twist that there. And then a spacer bubble. That's about the width of the head. And then another soft bubble that's going to be my other ear. And I don't need to bend it so much as I just need to make sure it's the same size as the one on this side of the head. And that goes on top of the pinch twist over here. Okay? Now I'm going to pop this, but I'm going to leave myself a big ol' scrap because I've got some back and forth in to do. So I'm going to push this ear down there. I'm not going to twist that back into the pinch twist, but just holding that taut.
Did RC mention the explainer on why Derpy sets the pot back upright?
I'm sorry?
Did RC mention the explainer on why Derpy sets the pot back upright?
No.
I don't think so.
And then I'm going to take that and stretch that all the way down to the other pinch twist on the end and back into the flower base. So now he's got this little weird thing on the top of his head, but this one you can kind of just spread the bubbles of the head forward and backward to just keep them as spacers for the ears. So now the ears are a little more spaced out. I'm sometimes a little spaced out. Okay, and then it's all drawing.
Hello, butter.
Hello. And then to do the drawing, you see the vision. The drawing that I do, and I'm gonna, again, this is something I do in like a fast moment. So I would be like eyes. Just trying to draw big horizontal, oval, almond shape, whatever you want to call them, eyes. And then I will do a little nose kind of there. And then mostly what I do is just one big tooth from the top coming down outside, slightly angled outwards. And then another little tooth coming up from the bottom in the middle there. I don't do like all the teeth. That gets a little distracting. While all this white is drying, we're gonna take our red, okay, and color over the eyes.
So simply, cats knock things over. Demons are the opposite of normal/good. So a demon cat is the opposite of a cat. So if it knocks things over, then a demon cat would set them back upright.
So you're saying a demon cat is the opposite of a real cat? I don't know, but why are we assuming this? Pink for the nose. And then I'm going to use pink also because pink plus yellow equals red. I'm going to not have to get another marker and just do a little bit of pink around the edge of the eye there.
Also, we don't really know what Derpy is. Because they're demons. But he doesn't seem like he's
He is
of
not
them.
evil. Yeah, he is himself not evil.
And then there's the human world, and he's not of that either. So
Right, he's like of the supernatural world. But we're not entirely sure what that is. I would take, let's see, we'll do... Now, ideally, I'd love to have the lighter blue over the eyes, but again, this is a real world. We've got a line of people waiting for their balloons. Where's my marker? A line of people waiting for the balloons, and I can't find my black marker. Yikes. It's like a nightmare of mine, personally. And now we'll just do our details. So, tracing the shape of our eye. And I'm going to give slightly wall-eyed eyes. So, usually I make my eyes slightly to the center, but That tiger's got some weird eye situation, right? And then for the mouth, I basically go just tracing over the triangles of the teeth. There we go. And then, of course, it's 2 stripes and then like 3 dots down the head. This is my Derpy Tiger fast version. There is more details you can put. Oh, I like to emphasize that these are the paws. So 1, 2, 3 kind of helps that a little bit. So it looks more like he's kind of peeking over the edge of something. Like he's going to pounce on you. Yeah.
He also says that doing it this way makes sense. His only issue is that he has to order some paint markers.
Well, yes. Sorry about that. But really, all you need is the white. Some people are like, oh, I need paint markers. I'm going to get all the colors of paint marker. Ink marker plus a white paint marker is a paint marker. You just get to put a whitewash and then put the color over it that you want it to be. But that's the way, my friend. It goes a lot faster than trying to like recreate all the little divots and divots.
Stormy, I think you're right. I think we will find out more about Derpy in KBDH2.
I like to think that there is a realm of the supernatural that does not house angels nor demons, but rather sentient animal sidekicks.
Sure.
There are certainly enough that fall into that category where you're like, surely there's a dimension where it's just a bunch of like thinking, communicating animal sidekick / Deus Ex Animalica. That's not a word.
Well, Magasso's going to go order some paint markers and go work on this design.
You're welcome, Magasso.
Nice.
I that's actually a design I'm going to probably teach at Twist and Shout this year. So if you're not going to make it, you just got a little taste, a little bit of flavor. Oh!
Zale.
Well, hello there, Magasso. Thank you for the tip. A tip in exchange for a tip. It seems perfect.
Hello there, but goodbye there, because I think I need to take off here pretty soon. You can keep going. You've got probably another hour or so.
Yeah, it's about 1.
That you can keep going. But I need to...
Mr. Sharp's got to run. We've got some errands, some family errands, some folks to drop off at airports and whatnot.
So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a wonderful day. Remember, you don't have to open the door. You don't have to roll down the window. And you don't have to sign
ask for a warrant
anything.
Signed by a judge.
Have a great day. Bye, buddies.
We love you, Mr. Sharp.
Love you, pals.
You're the best. You're the best. Such a bad. Nope. Bye. Bye. He's trying to make a run for it. He successfully made a run for it. Rats. All right. Yes, like the alebrejes. And I'm probably not pronouncing that right. From Coco, yes. Spirit animals, messengers. We need them. They move the plot forward. When the hero and the anti-hero are too tied up in their romantic interests. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, chat. Yeah, that's exactly what Annie Maida was talking about. The kind of like the hairless dog spirit guide. Doesn't talk, is quite derpy, has tongue. Is it Dante? That sounds kind of familiar, which would make sense if he's going, into the afterworld. Love you too, Magasso. Mwah. Send me the end results. Do it. I must see. I hope it works out for you. And obviously, like, make your changes, you know, as makes sense for you and what you do, you know. My way is not the way for everyone. But it is our way. But I do love, that was a great event. What was that? Was that like at a comic book store or something? Like a bunch of cool nerdy requests? Looked dope. And you did a great job. I require balloon offerings. Hey, Puffpack Panda. Thank you. This was more than just a ghost face. This was my Halloween costume. Let me see if I can find the, I might not be able to anymore. Oh, wait, I did. I found it. Okay, hang on. I gotta show you this. Nope. That's it. Okay. This is a clip from our Thursday night stream. Ah! Whoop. Ah! Help! I'm being abducted! Help! Ah! Help! I'm being abducted! Help! Ah! I had to fit inside of there. Abducted! Help! I won't make you watch it anymore. It gets very repetitive. Abducted! Yeah. I get it, Shayna. I get it. Anyway, that was our ghost face costume with Shayna in a box. It was a request made by our good friend and moderator, McDougal. McDougal's got really great ideas for balloon requests. I am grateful to him and his brain of wonder. It is so good. It came out great. Thank you for the idea. Martha Ann, you love it. Yes. Yes, that is the correct answer. You may stay. And Puffpack, you also may stay. Quite a few kids asked me for pandas today. Well, not today, this weekend at a party I worked. Whew. Pandas they're tricky. When you're trying to go fast, they're tricky. Yet it is, I'm glad you liked it. It was very fun to do. Hey! Oh, we just got a follow. Let's go. Thank you, Puffpack. I hope you like this kind of weird stream. My name is Shayna Sharp. I am the best balloon artist in the world. Wait, is Magasso not watching anymore? I can say that then. You know, it's a subjective claim. And I usually stream with my husband, Mr. SharpBalloons. He had to run out and do some errands today, but we're basically a middle-aged suburban mom and dad who are super lame and old, but love balloons and feel strongly about the policies of our fascist administration. What's happening? This is great content. Thank you, Puffpack Panda. I think you have great alliteration in your name. So, I guess we both appreciate something about one another. I don't know what I'm saying right now. You shouldn't read too far into it. I'm going to pop this balloon here. We don't need that one. Extra. And I'm going to tie it off on the inside, which is tricky because I can't see my fingers. But no, you are, though. Oh, my gosh. Oh, no, I'm embarrassed. I love to say that. I introduce myself that. I always say, I'm Shayna Sharp, and I'm the best balloon artist in the world. Probably. And, like, it's fun, but I do get super self-conscious if an other balloon artist ever hears me say that. Because I would never say that in a room. Like, can you imagine me going to Twist and Shout and getting up on the stage to announce my classes and being like, hello, my name is Shayna Sharp and I'm the best balloon artist in the world. Can you imagine the silence that would fill that room with people going like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, DJ Morrow and Rie are like right here. They're right here. I know, it's hard. I need to try it. Can you imagine though? Now you're making me want to. But I can't. Here's the thing. I am as a child, I was teased by my family for being too like cocky. There's got to be a better word for that, but like too full of myself. When in reality, I am actually a very like self-conscious, like self-judging person. But I think it's fun to portray, to like play up the lack of humility as long as it applies to something that has no importance in the world. Like being super proud of a thing that does nothing, that has zero value, is very fun to me. But when you say it to a room of other people who do the same thing you do professionally, that takes some big balloons, and I don't have that. Sorry. In 2030, I know, I get it. I get it. I don't blame you. We miss you. We're trapped here. We have to stay. You know. Yes, I'm the best squirrel observer in the world! Exactly. You get it. It's fun to say that. Right? But it's less fun when you're actually just straight up like bragging to people who do the thing that you are claiming to be the best at. Then it's just awkward. How high should I make the neck? Probably about to there, say? This part. Rip that off. We don't need that. Let's see. Maybe I should get business cards that say Shayna Sharp, best balloonist in the world, ... probably. Ooh. What? Okay, wait, but is this you announcing that you are going to be hosting and organizing a Bahamas balloon convention? Because yes, I will be there. That sounds like something I definitely want. I should do a balloon workshop confidence and do the whole workshop in your I'm the best persona. Yeah, that would be... Like, that would either be great or horrible. Do you know what I mean? Like, it couldn't be halfway. It couldn't be... It was all right. It either would have to be, like, super hilarious or just awkward AF. Which is honestly... It's like where I live my life. The fringes between super hilarious and awkward as hell. Also have it be... Here, I'm just going to tie this here just to see how we do. I just need it to be a little bit forward here and then on the arms that come across. So maybe what I'll do, since I have my arm singular, is make my other arm. I love when I remember that I'm working on a balloon. Have the business card say, the best balloon artist that you know. I've definitely, yeah. The best balloon artist that you know, best balloon artist that you've seen. Best balloon artist as far as you know. Considering how there's not a single thing you haven't seen me do, you'd say I'm pretty great. Well, thank you, yet it is. And there's several things that you haven't seen me do. So many balloons I haven't made. Your family always teased you about talking too much. It definitely did damage. You used to be very outgoing. You never knew a stranger, and now you're introverted and quiet. I think families don't understand... You know, I mean, here's what it truly is, I think. I think that the people in my family, it's hard not to see someone behaving a certain way and think in your mind, I would never do that, right? I would never say that. I would never do that. And they just, when you're family, when you're that close, it's just something really hard about keeping that observation to yourself. Just letting the kid be themselves. It's hard. It's hard. I hope that I'm not doing it to my son, and yet I am also positive I am. I think that it's impossible for families to not affect their offspring in ways they don't intend. You've always been loud and talk a lot. You've tried not to be like that, but it's impossible. I don't think you gotta try not to be like that. I think, just... The one thing I will say, there have been times when I've regretted it, when I've been like, oh, I was on a roll and I wasn't reading the room and realizing that the time had passed. So I try and be, more observant, but still me. I couldn't be not me if I tried. Okay, what if we do a triple double pinch twist, which is to say a hexa pinch. Not really, because we're going to put a single bubble in between each pair of pinch twists. But the center one will be to hold my head, and the side ones will be to anchor the arms to from outside of the spacesuit. Don't need that. Get out of that part. Been times when you start talking about something in response to a question, and you realize they didn't want the long answer, but you're halfway through, so you're just trying to finish it up as quickly as possible. You ever say, so to make a long story shorter, or to make a long story slightly less long, no, I was talking to my son. We're like, we're going to bed. We're just talking. We're lying there. I've done reading the story. We're just talking. And I forget what it was he said, but he said something, and I was like, really? Well, how does that make you feel? And I think some people this and the other, we're talking. At some point he says, I didn't mean for this to be a conversation, Mom. And I get it, sometimes you just want to say something, and you're like, I didn't want to talk about this for 20 minutes with my mom. It's bedtime. But, it's okay. I laugh, and we move on. But, when your kid is like, yeah, I could have done with the Cliff's Notes of this. Okay. Now you get to know someone and you're comfortable with them? Yes, exactly. Now you just make sure that you've got the connection to support the amount of words that will be pouring forth from your mouth. Okay, so this is the brace that I made. And if this is the center, front and center, then I can have it here, which will attach to the arms on the outside through here. Wait, shoot. Did I say? I forgot which. Here? Okay. So pushing this scrap of arm between these bubbles. So it comes out the inside, but then attaching the inside to this double pinch twist for my brace. And 1, 2, the same thing on the other arm. Scrap through the bubbles, through the brace. So we've got arms. Perfect. And now I've got a little juncture here How high do I want? Because I want the neck to be up a little bit. Like you can see her neck through there. So I'm gonna, I knew I shouldn't have done this, but I'm gonna try and snip this as close to the knot as possible. Let out a little bit of air. How's that? I think this is good. Tie that there. Beautiful. And now, wrapping the head around this brace. And there we go. I can roll her head back a little bit so we can see more neck. Not that far. How's that? Yes! That feels good to me. This feels sandy appropriate. Lower jaw a little more pointed there. Very beautiful, beautiful. Nice. Okay. We need our bubble so that she doesn't drown. Don't mind me. This is going to be for my helmet and flower. Perfect. Your mom would always say the only way to get you to shut up was to give you ice cream. Because you have to plan every bite. I mean, there's a lot of thinking involved. You're a chronic over-explainer, which usually just makes people understand you less than when you started talking. That sucks. I'm sorry, but I get it. Oh, thank you, Martha, and thank you. You're the one who advises people and shows them the right way, but sometimes people don't want that, even if you want them to be better. Fair? It's hard. You weren't teased, but you were admonished to the point you became hyper-vigilant about not being a bother. Turned at 40, you're on the ADHD spectrums and in the midst of learning to unmask and be genuine to yourself. And it's scary. Yeah, because your body has been telling you your entire life that you should associate those feelings with, like, you know, shame. And I'm so glad that you discovered more information about yourself and are able to, you know, to explore what unmasking is for you. It's very nerve-wracking, but also, like, pretty exciting if you allow it to be. And it's not entirely up to you because you exist in the world where you are getting input from other human beings. And also you've got the voices of everyone in your past in your head. But just know that we support you. And we're the best. Flinks. Okay, so there's our round, not quite space helmet. Touch that in here. Oh, I should mention, remember that we've got our YouTube channel, and we are plugging away at our monetization benchmark. We've got basically about, like, I want to say 200 to 300 hours of watch time to get under our belt by February. And we've got plenty of content up on that channel. So if you ever find yourself with an unused computer monitor or iPad or whatever, and you're like, I'll just open up another window and have SharpBalloons just playing in the background. It helps us out. So I appreciate you if you think about it and you get the chance to do it. Yeah. And if not, hey, still head over to the YouTube channel and check it out because that is a huge help to us. And it's free. I mean, it costs you time and inconvenience, which I get. Inconvenience is one of those things that really holds me back from doing just about anything except for reach over and grab a Snickers, you know what I mean? But it would really help out SharpBalloons. So, we'll be doing our kids live stream this Wednesday. I believe the 6th, 7th. Oh my gosh, I know my days of the week. Today's the 3rd. Tuesdays is the 4th. The 5th. There we go. The 5th of November. We'll be doing our live stream at 4 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube. YouTube.com/SharpBalloons. The following Wednesday, which is, I believe, the 12th, we will be taking off. No SharpBalloons Family Hour on the 12th of November. But then back again on the 19th. So, yeah. Oh, no, I forgot it. Oh, no. Who can be? It is pretty awkward. Oh, boy. Remember. I guess I'll remember now. Beyond the Grave. It is helping. I don't know. I don't get, like, usernames or whatever. But since Mr. Sharp and I mentioned it on our stream last week, the watch hours have definitely gone up. So I know that some of you out there are actually doing it. Thank you. Super helpful. Love you. I will try not to, like, push people to give us watch hours for no reason. It's just because there's such a specific goal and a specific deadline to reach that goal that we are trying to do a little push here. Again, through the months of November, December, January. Maybe we'll make it before then. That would be great. Nikki Painter! Look at you. 7 streams. Well done. Yeah, I know. Couldn't believe I forgot the 5th of November. That's the worst. Gotta make her boots. I made a great one the other day. $360. Oh, here's my... I keep thinking there's a cat on the floor. It's just a pile of black fabric. How many dope curtains displays do you have for the show? Yes! Tesla coil. This is our, the Mad Science Laboratory, where we're at right now. So technically, these are actual, like, set pieces. These are wooden, like, painted black and white, flats. So I have 2 flats, and if you can imagine it, what you're seeing is this half, right, of each flat. Well, the other side of, so, like, for example, this side of the flat, oh, no, here, we'll do this one. So this side of the flat is the Tesla coil, right? But that side is a bookshelf. But you don't see that bookshelf unless this flat gets moved over to that side of the studio. So, like, I have 2 flats, and they each have 4 images on them. 1, 2, and then on the back side, 3, 4. So we have curtains. We have, like, fancy library drawing room. We have Mad Science Lab. And we have, like, an outdoor scene where there's, like, a tree. I think it's the back side of this one. Has a tree on it. Is it the tree or is it the... No, this is the curtain. Which means this. The other side is, like, a stone wall with, like, vines. And then a tree on the... I don't know. You can see how well I remember all this. We don't flip them that often. Thank you, Flinks. Someone who has a black cat, the bloody blob of black fabric on the ground looks like a cat. And our cats are like gray, and then 2 of them have like the top of them are quite black. So yeah, it's just anytime you see like a dark shape, you're like, oh, cat. No, not a cat. Rants. Okay, so I'm gonna do a pinch twist for the toe of the boot, I want to say. Oh, I should probably have the foot going into it, right? Okay, so hang on, let's go back here. So it looks like her legs are actually slightly narrower than her arms because they go into the boots, which are wide. So what we'll do is we will insert the leg into the boot. Cut off the nozzle. Randomly have measuring tape. Don't worry about it. Here we go. Into the gray balloon. Nope. I didn't grab the white. So if you're not familiar with what I'm doing right now, this is a technique called a marriage twist, where you take one balloon, push it into another balloon, pinch the knots of both the gray and the white balloon at the same time, which is where I messed up, off your finger, extract your finger. And I'll do a pinch twist here to hold that as like the heel. Okay. Just one, a nice big chubby pinch twist right in the front for our toe. Rip this off. Marriage. It's what brings us together today. So we got this, but now I've got to do some more foot stuff. Where did I made a boot of hers previously, and I don't know where it got to, so I need a gray 160. Yeah, got it. Let's see here. Two. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think there was a different way I did it. I don't like it. Let's change it. Okay. Help me keep an eye on the time. It's 1:30 right now. I'm going to try and wrap it up around 2, okay? Okay? Solo Jago, what?
Solo Jago gifted a tier 1 sub to Flinks the Jinx. They have given 3 gift subs in the channel.
Oh my goodness. Solo Jago? Thank you so much. And Flinks, look at you. All right, making friends in the chat. I love it. Thank you so much, Solo Jago. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Paying it forward. Dragon Cub, how you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Where's my scissors? Have you seen my scissors? Oh, right here? Thank you. Thank you, Dragon Cub. So cool, right, Flinks? Look at that. Now you're official. So marriage twist, finger inside the balloon. There is help, I'm in a balloon. Okay, you gotta do a pinch twist here to be the heel. See, it's like a real 90-degree angle situation, which I'm not exactly able to do here. Okay, that's better, because if I kind of cheat it forward. It wasn't just a pinch twist, right? Had to have been something else I was... Because pinch twists need another bubble. Maybe it was a double bubble? Doesn't feel like what I did. Do you ever have a thing where like you do a thing and you're like, yeah, that's go. Oh, God, I thought I stepped on a cat. Woo! You this is my brain telling me I need to clean the floor. If I keep thinking there's a cat and then I step on it and I have that moment heart attack of like, oh, I stepped on a cat. It's not good. Double bubble, twist and trouble. Lots of trouble here. Lots. Yeah, dope emotes. Aw, Joni. You got one of those hype train emotes. What fun. Hello. Okay. Her boots are very square. Obviously, balloons not great at making square shapes. But what if we did that? Okay, Shayna, I'm listening. I don't like the left. It's just too, I don't know. It's not reading boots to me. Do you know what I mean? I'm so bummed because I really did have this part figured out, I thought. You've done that a lot too? Yeah, where you're like, I know how to do it. Now I'll just do that part I know how to do. And then you're like, I don't know how to do it at all. I know how to shape when the squares, for sure. And like, people give you wiggle room. No one's like, excuse me, that's not a square. What a failure of a balloon sculpture. Mostly people get it. But it is nice when they don't have to squint to say they understand what it is you're making. How am I so bad at this? Just like that. Like this is the most general shape of a foot. Then it's a matter of 160. And what we can do with that. Now I can make a pretty square bend. I think it's pretty square. The other thing I could do is like just flat weave a boot, which does not, it doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me, especially since I'm already weaving the entire spacesuit. But it's also for like an edited video, which is to say a little more worth the effort, the amount. Lot care more about details, more than thinking about how did she make it out of balloons. And those people, I don't care about impressing. If people are gonna be like, you messed up on the boots. It's so funny. It's like, I am one of those people, because I'm looking at the boot, I'm like, it's not great. But also, if someone were to be like, the boot though, I would be like, oh yeah, well, I don't care what you think. Yes, art. We are making Sandy. We've got bits of her, bits and pieces. She has no eyes yet. She kind of looks like a little bit of a zombie, Sandy. We haven't given her her karate chop hands. And currently working on trying to make the boots. The other thing. Because really, it's just about having like a small. I'm going to put a double pinch twist in there in 160. Would that work? It's interesting. Well, it certainly keeps the shape of the ankle more stable. The other thing we could do is just go down the that doesn't need to be bent. Yeah, don't forget the eyes, Shayna. Oh my gosh. I got a lot of that this weekend. I thought of you guys. Funny, because the same way with your cosplay, you'll be like, Sailor Moon bodysuit hip rolls are below her hips. But also, if someone nitpicks your cosplay, I'm the only one allowed to do that. Pretty much. Isn't it funny? But also, I think you are. Unless it's like, you know, like a judge that you've entered a contest in, and you're like, I would like to have judgment rendered on my piece, and I agree that this is some sort of an authority that is issuing this judgment. Like, then I'm like, all right, you gotta take what they say. If you said I
care about what you think. But yeah. Yeah. Like that kind of works. I don't think I like this as much. Maybe the foot is too long. Is it the foot is too long? Obviously I can't show the bottom of the foot like I have in this picture, or I could just weave a flat weave bottom of boot. Oh, I could weave a flat weave bottom. Hang on just a second. 1:39. Okay, I'm keeping my eye on the time here. Keeping my eye on the time. What if I did? Oh, this gray balloon has a conjoined twin. That's always fun. Oof. Which of them do I save? Which one do we save, Doctor? They both look pretty gnarly. Let's see if either of them have a hole in them. Nope. Nope. Okay, well. They might actually be salvageable. All right, let's see. If I did it, did I do it? Have we saved both twins? We did. Great. Do the other one because might as well use these two in my prototyping. You say it out of love. Of course, that's different. The teasing about the eyes is totally different. Turkin, you were so critical of the Trogdor costume. Everyone has such nice things to say about it, though. We are all our own worst critics. Absolutely. Bunnyco, hurry up, do it! What are you typing for? Don't type! Yeah, I can't believe that I saved them both. I was like, one of you has got to go. Turns out, not so. Okay, here's how we do it. This is how it's done, done, done. Like, this is gonna get me a nice bottom of shoe. Not a great front of shoe, but what if we took a 260? This This is not the right color gray, but go with me here. And then we had this in the front, like a big square toe. And then, or in the front here. Let's see. This is art, baby. We're just figuring it out. Trying to figure out how you want to finish the background. Backgrounds are a problem. Why are backgrounds so challenging? You're like, I see the subject so clearly in my head. And also, it probably takes place in a spot. There's also probably a setting somewhere, I guess. Maybe like this wide, and then we really just need to... So funny how these are all like 3 different companies' shades of gray, so they're all a little bit different. Casey Snowart is on the front page today. Oh, that's right. Friends, this is the week that Casey Snowart and several other of your... how would I guess, Save the Planet streamers, eco-conscious activist streamers are doing a Save the Vaquita week. Vaquita porpoises. I didn't even know they existed until Casey Snowart introduced them to me. And unfortunately, I found out about them just as there are less than 20 alive in the wild today. Less than 20. That's harsh. So, yeah, let's save the vaquita, friends. If you have a chance to visit Casey Snowart's stream or any of the other streamers who are participating in this week of what is it? I would say they're fundraising, but they're also like awareness raising. Hop in there and throw your support behind a very good cause for perhaps the most adorable sea creature you never knew existed, and may not for long if we don't act. There really isn't saving them for a diverse population. No, they are not. But there is, here's the thing. Changes and efforts that are good for the vaquita are good for pretty much the planet, right? Like, if it's like, oh, we need to up our conservation efforts or, increase regulations on fishing or pollution or whatever. Nothing that we do to help save the vaquita is not also going to have like a good effect on general ocean health. So let's go vaquita. And I think that's a great idea, K-pop. Very good idea. So this is like a good bottom of shoe, top of shoe if... No, I just know I can do it. This. Okay. My leg and top of boot. It's pretty good. Like, it's not beautiful from the side. If these were all the same shade of gray, then I think this would be fine. And it's definitely about the right scale. So that is good. I can actually, like, push this leg into the bottom of the spacesuit. Oh, she's so cute. Look at her go. Aww. Good old Sandy. Let's see if I can do... What do we got? We're like, we're good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Let's see. Let me do a quick check on Casey, see how she's doing. Casey Snow Art. Oh, good. She's live with 2K in the room because, of course, it is their front page. Vaquita saving stream. So let's do it. Let's just raid over there right now, friends. If you haven't seen the Vaquita porpoise, they're only about this large. And they're called like the panda of the sea because they have these like sweet little panda markings on their faces. Let me see if I can find a good Vaquita. Look at these little guys. Hang on, I can do this. What's this? I'm in Chrome. Let's try. Can you see it? Yes. Look at this beautiful baby. Look at this beautiful baby. The Vaquita. Look at his little face. Look at that little face. Look at those markings. I know we should care about all living creatures on the planet, regardless as to whether or not they're adorable. But these ones are both adorable and endangered, so you can feel, sympathy for it and not feel like you're just one of those humans empathizing with the adorable species again. They need our help. And so does SharpBalloons. So thank you very much to everyone who has been hanging out with us, chatting, supporting, through subscriptions, through cheering, through gifting subs. That was so gracious of you, Solo Jago. Awesome. Thank you. Everyone who resubbed today, you are the best. We literally couldn't do this without you. We are going to raid over to Casey Snow Art to see her beautiful nature art and hear them talk about the Vaquita. I know you may, perhaps you're like, this isn't really, that's not my my situation, that's not my favorite kind of content. I would love it if you would at least stay long enough to share our raid message, let her see that visual cue that people are supporting her. Front page is like a big deal, It like can feel like a lot of pressure. I tend to not look at the number when it's front page because it's such a lie, but it can make you nervous. So hopefully we can just show her that colorful support. So either copy the raid message or the sub raid message if you're a subscriber, so we can send all of our fun little emotes there. Thank you for hanging out with us. I think Sandy's looking great. Oh wait! Oh no! Wait! Sandy's being abducted! She's being abducted! Okay, well we don't need to watch that anymore. But thank you so much, friends. Let's put in the raid /RAID. Casey Snow Art. Perfect! All right, I'm putting the command in. Boom! Casey Snow Art. We're going to go visit the front page, friends. You ready? You got your front page pants on? Because that's what's happening. On behalf of myself, Ghostface, and soulless Sandy Squirrel, because she has no eyes, but it's preferable to this Sandy Squirrel.
Yeah, SpongeBob, this is how we do it in Texas.
Yikes. Let's go over and say hi to Casey Snow Art. Thank you for hanging out with us. Remember, we're going to We're going to stream again tomorrow. Mondays and Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Pacific. Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific will be on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SharpBalloons, which again could really use your watch hours, even if you're not technically watching. I don't care. And then again, of course, on Thursday night, we stream again, 9 p.m. Pacific, which is midnight if you're on the East Coast. Late night, we'll welcome you into Friday morning. And then, of course, we'll just have a nice weekend. See you again on Monday. Thank you so much. Make sure that you are supporting all of the streamers that you love. They need to feel the love just as much as we do. We're all just humans. Bye, Solo Jago. Bye, Flava Fade. Bye, McDougal. Thank you for that amazing Ghostface suggestion. Bye, K-Pop. Bye. You guys have been so good. We will see you tomorrow morning.